coffee, 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 coffee.
So last week was a really good week of sourcing. Sales a little down, but sourcing wise, we had a really good week. Candy was off most of the week, so her and I were able to kind of go together and do lots of sourcing. And I will tell you, I'll just caution you this, because I've kind of fallen into this trap. And I heard another reseller that we watch on YouTube all the time kind of reference it, and I related to it because I felt myself actually getting into this, where you just get focused on trying to find bangers and you don't focus so much on bread and butter items and filling your store. And the bangers will come, you kind of find those are like diamonds in the rough, right? So just be aware of that. That's a real struggle.
Struggle is real.
So you just got to kind of keep that in the back of your mind that, hey, we got to fill the store, and we'll find the bangers will show up. I've very rarely, never have I ever found a banger with me actually actively looking for a banger. They've all come accidentally. Junkos, vintage toys that have sold for several $100s, vintage cash register that I paid like $15 for and it sold for $800. Those things, they always come accidentally. So just focus on your store and get your inventory built up and keep those bread and butter items going. You'll find those bangers. So that's just kind of my PSA to you. Most of you guys already know that if you're reselling. Anyway, I need to go through all of this stuff that we got so we can get it posted. Candy's already kind of actively started posting a lot of this stuff. But she's going to be working all week. So it's all me by myself in the posting department this week. So let's get to it, man.
Let's get ready to rumble!
And I don't know if this is just kind of a result of spring cleaning stuff, probably, but really doesn't matter. We hit our local savers. Where did we go? We hit our local savers. We hit the flea market, which this is probably the first time ever I've never purchased anything. I bought a 2-pound bag of peanuts at the flea market. Nothing else. That's it. And where else did we go? There's a place that's a town away from us. I usually don't go to because I usually don't find anything there, but they do 50% off every Monday. So we went there and we found a lot of good stuff. Been to Savers twice here in our town and done pretty well, actually, both times. So anyway, let's get into what we got. This is, I don't know that this is vintage. Candy comped this. A lot of this stuff I haven't comped. We just got it. It's sitting here in the room, and I need to start getting it up on the store. Some of this stuff is posted, although already. So if you're interested, go find it. This is Air Jordan. This is the red tag. I don't know that means anything significant, but it is Jordan. Piece of double stick tape in there, but cool design. It's kind of a pullover. Is it full zip? It is. It's full zip. It's not a pullover. Full zip. Almost kind of a windbreaker type of jacket. It's kind of got this pattern all over. There's the tag. Got that cool little thing on the zipper. there was a period of time, and I don't know if it was pre or post Nike, where Michael had his own line. So it was Air Jordan. I thought it was post with the Swingman or whatever, but I'll have to do some research on that. Get back to you. All right, so we got that. That may be posted already. I passed this up only because the size, and then Candy came right behind me and picked it up. This is a vintage Nike. It's embroidered right there. It's a pullover hoodie, red, white, and blue. What tag is this on? Got to get into really learning how, for you resellers, if you're just starting, you established resellers probably know this. Get into and research how to read these tags and which tags are vintage and so on. I just kind of did a full dive into how to read the Levi's tags and different eras of Levi's and so on and so forth. This is on the black Nike tag. Not sure which era that's from, but it does look pretty vintage. It's a medium, so that's why I passed it up. But Candy kind of liked it, so okay. USGI or Army or military issue garments. We do follow a guy, Big Yumbo. You'll hear me reference him a lot. He really knows his shit. I think he's based in Vegas. But he really gets into a lot of the military stuff. If you're in a town that you're close to military, you're going to have, we have an Air Force base close to us, so we get a lot of military stuff. It's not all the same, so do your research. Yumbo's big on the chocolate chip, but I believe he has made reference to the fact that that's even kind of slowing down a little bit. And so now these seem to always do well for us. These are kind of I'm going to say new. It's a newer, probably within the last 15 to 20 years inside the military, but these are just the pullover quarter zip. They've got the elastic fabric in the front. They've got all the fuzzy parts for the hook and loop. I guess it's YouTube. I can say Velcro. Fuck you, Velcro. Can't do that on eBay. So you can put your patches and all that stuff. They're long sleeve. There's different manufacturers of these. So we just sold 2 of them, $50 each, and they went overseas. So active military people do buy them. Excuse me, if they're in good shape. The ones we just sold were new with tags. So, and then other models, like this is a true spec. I haven't comped this one. The ones we just sold were like advanced combat shirt or something like clothing or something like that. Those were new with tags for $50 each. I have one that's a massive, that's like $100. So, okay, Lucky Brand shorts. We are coming into. It's a beautiful day outside today, here in Cali. These are Lucky Brand. These are blue. They're just, shorts. Nothing. Although I will say this is kind of a level of egotism that I'm a musician and. I've been around the game for quite a long time, and I don't want to get too stupid with this, but I just never really had this level of ego, even in my wildest days of being a musician and backstage or whatever, where you unzip your fly and there's a tag there that says "Lucky You."
Intractable hypertension and congestive.
That's something else, especially if you're wearing these blue shorts. I mean, I guess it really depends on who's unbuttoning your fly or who's unzipping your fly. Anyway, shorts. We're coming into spring, man. It's beautiful here. All right, this is a blanket. Oh, we had a thrift store. So a buddy of mine lives up in Yuba City area. And I've done some work at his house. I've recorded with him. I've done studio sessions at his studio with different artists. And he's a really dear friend of mine. And all of the time that I've been to his studio or his house or whatever, there's a Goodwill up there and I've never gone to it. Well, I bought some Girl Scout cookies from his daughter. So it was a good opportunity to hit this Goodwill that was up there. And we found some really good stuff. Now this we actually found, and all of this stuff is mixed up. So this we actually found at a thrift store up there in Marysville. This is crazy. It's all wool blanket. It's a Faribault Mills, made in USA. 100% fine wool, dry clean only. But the cool thing there's a tag on here. I gotta find it. There, is that it? No, that's the tag I just read. Okay, here's the tag. So it's not a tag, it's just something that's sewn onto it. And it says, every Yahoo is unique, holiday 2003. So this is obviously, it's vintage, it's all wool, 100% fine wool, made in USA. This was obviously given to probably employees of Yahoo. Yahoo! It's got the, when I saw it and Candy grabbed it, I was like, that looks like the Yahoo Y's. So it's got this circle of Yahoo Y's in the middle. Super cool. I think this is listed already, so I'll put the listing on there. You can see how much it is. I don't remember what we paid for this, but it wasn't much. Okay, this is really cool. Candy found this. It's a Gap Workforce. Almost kind of like a field shirt, shacket, I guess. Oh, it's a small. It kind of looks military. It's got the big pockets. I don't know, this might be vintage Gap. Gap Workforce. I'll have to do some research on that, but it's small, but it's probably vintage. And I think Candy has that listed already. Really cool tags on it. More shorts, getting ready for spring. Like I said, shit happens quick here in NorCal, man. It's like we go from dead of winter, I played a couple of shows up in Reno, 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago. And there was a foot of snow on the ground in Reno. I've never seen that ever before in my life, and I've been going to Reno for 40 years. These are new at Tag, Ruka. They're just shorts, just kind of like hiking shorts. What are these? Short length, 17-inch, stretch, Ruka. See if we got a Civic Range SLE. Of course, they ripped the seller's price off of it. I don't know what we paid for these, and I don't know where we got these. I don't remember. Anyway, there's those. These shoes, I don't know if I put these. We got these a couple weeks ago, and I had to order. I had to order some shoelaces for it because only one shoe had shoelaces, or had a shoelace. But these Nikes are really cool. What did we pay for these? $20.79 minus 20%. We had a coupon. These we got at Savers. And then the other two Nikes that I got at Savers on our last trip already sold. So that was a pair of, couple pairs of, one was a pair of Nike Shocks. Those do really well. And a pair of Nike Air Max. Those do really well. These comp really well, but I needed a shoelace, so I got one. And we actually have a Nike outlet here in our town, and we went there and was looking for some stuff, and I just asked them if they had some shoelaces, and they were like, no shoelaces. So had to go on Amazon and get some shoelaces. All right, let's keep moving here. I don't even know where to begin because I don't know. I think all of that stuff. Okay, Candy got that stuff. I'm pretty sure I've documented. Candy found this. I think she got this up in Yuba City. It's Juicy, Yuba City Goodwill. It's a full, like a jumpsuit. It's got a hood. Now you probably laugh and go, "Why'd you pick that stupid shit up for?" It was hella cheap. First of all, it was like $5. Juicy by Juicy Couture. It's like velvety. Okay, these are definitely Mary's Yuba City. I remember grabbing these. These were $13, and it was green tag, so this was 50% off. So we're $7.50 into these. These are C Ripe, R-I-P-E. Women's snow pants. God, I wish they would have had the jacket. They're kind of a salmon color, but they comp really well. Like I said, what were we, $13? So yeah, minus 50%. Okay, so those. There's a couple. We got a couple of pieces on the ground here that need to be washed. That happens quite often. I grab these. I think these are probably vintage Nike. They're just swim trunks. They're on the black Nike tag. I've got it. I actually printed it out and made a binder. These were $7, and made a binder of the different eras of Nike tags, so you can kind of get an understanding of what's vintage and what's not. Let's see. Oh, I picked these up last. Probably shouldn't have, but they were $15 with 50% off. These are Harley Davidson women's denim jeans. Usually Harley Davidson comps really well and sells really well. When I comp these, they weren't great. They'll be bread and butter. I mean, we'll double our money. They were $15 minus 50%. So what, $7.50? Yeah, I don't even know what size these were. 16, straight leg, size 16 women's. So black denim, again, more bread and butter. Here's a pair of Justin boots. Where did I get these? I think I picked these up at Savers the other day. I've said this 1,000 times before, but when you donate stuff, you get a 20% coupon. So we've been doing some cleaning out of the house and so forth, and I dropped some stuff off, so I had to go in and use my 20% coupon. These are Justin boots, women's boots, size 8.5, I think they are. No, they're 8Bs. So $15.79. So we'll call it $16 minus 20%. That's $3.20 off. So we're in $12.80 for these boots. They're still in really good shape. They just need to be cleaned up a little bit. Got some mud on the bottom. I think these were Goodwill Yuba City also. These are Miss Me jeans. We don't find these very often, and when we do, they're overpriced. So these were $25. They comp really well. I think they comp around 50 or 60. They're women's Miss Me, but they have the horseshoe and the star with the rhinestones on it. They're small size. They're 28s, but they're boot cut. So I decided to give it a chance. We'll see how those do. Lululemon. Candy found this Lululemon men's button up. Sorry, my bad. $15. Goodwill. I think this was Yuba City. Lululemon we've kind of backed off of, doesn't do very well. The men's stuff does really well, but women's, the leggings and so forth, I think it's probably that it's just so oversaturated. But when we first started this, we were all about Lululemon. It's really cool. This nice shirt. It's got some elastic to it, probably because there's 2% elastane in it.
Smart. Yeah.
That's a really good piece. Okay, this was Yuba City Goodwill. BKE Denim. These are Peyton's, and the only reason why I got these, they comped okay. This is full-on bread and butter, but they've got the thick stitch, design on the butt, white stitch. $15 paid for these. So these are 33s, size 33 women's. Made in Mexico. It's not real clear on what if they just look like they're standard straight legs. This Harley Davidson men's button up kind of Hawaiian shirt, pretty good. I think it's missing a button, actually. I'd have to go through it and see if that is the case. It's a large. It's made in USA, so that's a plus. $9.99 paid for that. Harley Davidson, made in USA, and like I said, I think it's missing a button, but I'm not. It is right there. I'm not gonna freaking order one. Okay, there's that. Okay, and then these are academics. Academics is a tag we do pretty well with. At least everything that I've gotten that's academics, we've done well with. So we'll keep rolling along with academics as long as they keep selling. These were $7, and these are just jorts, jean shorts, but they've got a little bit of. I can never get the freaking lighting right. I want you guys to see. They've got kind of that little pattern on the front of the shorts. And academics, kind of urban streetwear. These are Genius academics. What size are these? What size are you? Tell me. These are 30s. Men's 30s. This Cabela's Safari series. This thing's like brand new. It's an XL. Fishing vest. See that there? That was $7, and that's an XL. That's pretty good. Been getting a lot of these, but they sell. Champion reverse weave. This is a 2XL. $6 minus 50%. It's just a pullover crew neck. 2XL. It looks a little small to be a 2XL, but I'll take their word for it. Reverse weave. Black. Great condition. $6 minus 50%. So we paid $3 for that. I'm going to kick through this because the stupid GoPro's overheating. This is a Nike. Could be possibly vintage, not positive. It's heavy duty. I thought this was reverse weave. I don't know that it is. And it doesn't say reverse weave on it, but it's heavy duty, crew neck pullover, sweatshirt. $8 paid for that. I don't know why the hell we bought that. Be honest with you. These are Volcom denim. $9. These are size 36. We have a lot of Volcom, and some of it does well, some not so well. It just really depends on what it is. These are Solver modern straight jeans, denim jeans, Volcom, 36, size 36. So $9. I mean, you know, denim for $9. All right. This was kind of a gamble. It comps okay. There's only one listed, none sold, so not a great sell-through rate.
I'm just checking your math on that.
That checks out.
But it's a really cool jacket. It's LRG, Lifted Research Group. It's got this cool embossed whatever on the back with, I think it's like a, what is it? Yeah, it's like a skull. It says LRG, Lifted Research Group. It's a really nice jacket, kind of a field jacket, fleece. $10. It's an XL. So, excuse me. But yeah, that's the front. It's a really nice jacket. It's in great condition for $10. I mean, shit. This is my Texas shirt. I keep forgetting to take that in. I'm going to keep that. My personal. No, we got more. Oh, here's my, I found this Ariat leather, really cool design, purse at a thrift store in Yuba City. Excuse me, it was in Marysville. It's got the hardware on it, Ariat, great colors, black and blue and orange, all leather. Got a little bit of wear on the strap there, but nothing major. It's a beautiful piece. $15 paid for that. You know, I had to find a pair of Bellevues. A cobweb on there. $20 we paid for these. Now these are the civilian. I'm gonna say civilian, but these were up in Marysville. Excuse me, Yuba City. They're right next to each other. Yuba City Goodwill. But I did, you know, sometimes if you ever have a question about something, just call the manufacturer. So I did. There was, on the last Bellevilles I got, there was some stuff on there that I had no idea what it was. So I was trying to get some info. So I just called the 800 number on there, and dude answers like, boot shop. So him and I talked for a long time, actually. These are probably from a military person. There is a base up there, Beale Air Force Base. These are, if they're very, very lightly used. But these are the civilian style Bellevilles. But they're still, they pass all the muster for to be worn military. These are C793s. They're safe to fly, which means they're spark resistant. These are 11s, made in the USA, Belleville boots. These always do well for their, so I think I have another pair that I just listed. These sell for about $80 for us, and I paid $20. Candy found this bag. This is a polo. It's actually a Ralph Lauren, but it's Ralph Lauren Denim Supply. I don't know if you can see that tag in there because I'm ridiculously stupid with the light. Really cool tag, but it's a denim bag. It's a tote bag. When she first picked it up, I thought it was like a flight bag. For, you know, a lot of pilots get bags this size that carry all their gear in it. And Ralph Lauren did do military garments and stuff back in the day, but this is a really cool piece. I think she paid $30 for it, and I don't know what it comps for, but that will be up, and it won't be $30. I'll guarantee that. That is a really cool piece. I was tripping when she found that. Okay, let's get into the stuff that I got, because I think that's pretty close to everything for that trip. And then I went to, I don't know where I went to. This is Savers. Okay, I went to Savers the other day. This is when I went in there by myself. Got these Nikes. These kind of got the snake skin swoosh on there, suede, brown. These are Air Max. I think they call them like Sundance or something like that, jungle print, whatever. They need to be cleaned up a little bit, but they're good shape. I think they're like more of a woman's size. They're 9.5. But these are really cool. What I pay for these? $13.79 for these. Not bad. I like shoes. Case in point, Russell Westbrook Nikes. These comp really well. The only thing wrong with these is it's dirty underneath. That's about it. I paid $23.29 for these, and then minus the 20%, obviously. I mean, obviously, right? Okay, these were 15 bucks. These are Levi's. No tag on the inside. Everything's on the backside badge. Made in the USA. And that's really, these are 550s. Made in the USA. 3834s. So there's, not button fly, but 15 bucks for these, minus the 20%. Made in the USA, Levi's. I'm still kind of getting my roots with the Levi's thing because there's just so much to be had. Okay, I got three pairs of these. These are TK Axel Manufacturing jeans. These are all brand new with tags, and that's really the only reason why I bought them. They're really cool. They're kind of, these are vintage boot cut, relaxed straight, slim straight. So, straight leg, whatever. The 15 bucks. I think these are really bread and butter. These will sell for about 30, 35 bucks. Suggested retail is 60 bucks. So that's what the tag says on there. I don't know where, I've never seen this brand before, so I figured I'd give it a try. That's 15, 30, 45 bucks worth of minus 20%. So you're 45 minus 80, or you're in the $35 range for 3 pairs. So 10 bucks a pair. We'll give it a shot. TK Axel. Reverse weave champion. These are all over the place. I find these everywhere now, and we sell them. Like I had one sell within 3 days of posting it on the last one. Reverse weave. This is a medium though, but it's a pullover hoodie. Gray. It's in great shape. No stains. No nothing. Got the embroider there. I was getting ready to leave. Was like, let's make one more trip. I didn't hit the shirt area with the jerseys and stuff. And then I found these. These are vintage Maui and Son. Sons, plural. 2XL. The netted jerseys, like the basketball jersey. Maui and Sons. Nothing on the back, but it's got the Maui and Son on the front. Kind of screen print. And this one is... it's probably new with tags. It's got the long plastic thingy on there, so I don't think this one's ever been worn. This one probably has. It's the same exact shirt. 2 of them, Maui and Sons. The old school shit that like I grew up in. Maui and Sons, TNC Surf Shop, Big Dog, Big Johnson, that kind of stuff. Santa Cruz, any of that vintage stuff does really well. Okay, I was very intrigued with these. I picked them up. They're button fly. When I first saw them, obviously the first thing I noticed was the 2 different colors of camo. I was obviously like, those can't be military issue. The tags are very military issue. The green tags in here, this one just says small regular, and then it's got this badge made in China, Rothko BDU. I don't know that they do very well, but they're super cool. So we're gonna give them a shot. They're $12.29 minus the 20%. Great shape. I did do some comps, and actually, they didn't comp horrible. They comped pretty well, actually. You could have bought these at Walmart, but they're out of stock, so that kind of takes the whole Walmart thing off the shelf, I think. They're really cool. Camo always kind of does well. I mean, even the BDUs, like the Army issue BDUs, do well if you get them cheap enough. I mean, you can say that about anything, but okay. And then this guy here, this is so if you remember back with our Dixon haul, our Dixon flannel haul. We got 2 denim jackets. They're really cool, embroidered on the back. We sold those for $300 a piece. And those, the dude just threw them in with our $1,500 Dixon haul. Excuse me. Those were Rebel 8. That was our introduction to Rebel 8. So Rebel 8 is kind of, I think it's a collab with Travis Barker and somebody else. But that's kind of his clothing line. So I found 2 Rebel 8 hoodies. This is a pullover hoodie. This is the Night Watch Division pullover hoodie. It's got the owl on it. This is the one that comped the best. So I grabbed this one. What do we pay for it? $10.79, extra large. So with the Rebel 8, just got to be careful with which one you buy. Not all Rebel 8 does well. That Night Watch Division does really well. So we grabbed that. Okay, I think that's it. I think you're caught up. That was it for that haul. That was like just a week's worth of shit. So we got a lot of work to do.